That's not how you do that. No idea what I'm doing right now. I have no idea how to do this.
Okay, Jeffrey just texted me saying that he's pulling in. Should we go outside and wait for him? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, I hear a really good car. Wait, how do we all look? Wait, you can hear Jeffrey coming like this? Wait, can you hear it? Yes. It's saying money, 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 money. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's literally like Chester the Cheetah.
Exactly.
But a lot more expensive. Holy shit. Oh my god.
No idea what I'm doing right now. Hey, Heather. Okay, maybe I am doing this right. I have no idea how to work live. I've never been on Facebook Live. Can y'all hear me? Not very sure if y'all can hear me or not. This is such a shit show. Such a mess. I'm supposed to be going through clothes right now and being super motivated to not only go through clothes, but to go through the clothes, get them whatever I haven't worn the past year, get rid of them, and then donate them, and then pack up what I'm going to take with me back to South Carolina. Ugh. And what makes it so bad is that what makes it bad is that I literally just started officially unpacking 2 weeks ago, and then everything happened Wednesday and my world came shattering down pretty much, and then I felt so stupid because I threw out all of those boxes. So now I gotta go back, find a bunch of boxes, buy more tape, buy more packing stuff. Hey Vashni, welcome to the mess. I've never done live before, like I said. It's my first time doing Facebook Live. But if you haven't heard, Wednesday I got laid off. So unfortunately, hi. Anyways, if you haven't, there's Noah, Spider-Man. If you haven't heard yet, Wednesday, unfortunately, I got laid off from my job. Anybody that knows me, I've been working in property management for 6 years now. You know, worked from a leasing agent all the way up to property manager, which led from me to moving here to North Carolina. And with that happening, you know, I never thought, yeah, Vashni, I know, I never thought in a million years that I would have done all this work, made it to property manager, to then only be laid off. So, you know, it's it's been a rough couple of days. I will say that. I've always worked since I could remember. And yeah, Sydney, they laid me off Wednesday. BS really is how I feel, because the answers that I got of why was such a runaround that I felt kind of like they used me for a month after the new company took over until the new property manager can get here. Because as I was leaving, she walked in the door, and I've never felt so used by a company in my life. But with that taking place, I've been working since I was 15, 16 years old. I've never lost a job before. So when it happened, I can tell you Wednesday, Thursday, I was a complete wreck. I was locked away in my room, crying off and on. I know many of you tried to reach out to me for the ones that I told up front, and I just wouldn't answer my phone. like I went in complete fucking shutdown mode, and I'm still kind of processing it. It's just so unreal right now, and it's so weird to not get up every day and go to work. Like I don't know, like, I guess you could say, like, I don't know what to do without a job in my life. Like, I've never not had a job except for like maybe a blip in like college when I brought this one into the world.
Hello. Ow.
But ever since then, like, I've always had a job. There was a point I had 2 jobs, and then I got into the leasing, and then, you know, I worked my way up the ladder from there to only have this then happen. And I've always been that person to where when I was in the office, and I would always have like a resident or someone that was like my coworker or a staff member that would come to me about something that they're struggling with. I always use myself as an example that no matter what happens, you know, maybe that just wasn't the place for you. That was just a lesson in your life, and you have to be there. It comes falling down, and then you pretty much pick yourself back up and keep moving. And now I'm about to be another living example that I don't want to be. But with losing the job and everything, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. I don't know how to fully process it yet. But with that is leading up to me now having to move. So what the plan is now is that I'm going to basically say goodbye to North Carolina. It's been great. That's Sadie. If you know me, you know Sadie Bell, you know Noah, the 2 people in my life right now. So we are going to pack up. I kind of destroyed my closet Thursday and had like a breakdown in the midst of trying to get stuff together. But going through clothes and sorting through what we need and don't need to basically pack up and say goodbye to Wilmington in North Carolina and move back to the upstate of South Carolina. I will say it's very bittersweet, and I know some of my residents are on here, and for the ones that do see this, like, I'm gonna miss y'all, because you kind of made running this place a little bit easier, knowing that I was making a difference. But at the same time, I will say this is maybe my first full day not being locked in my room. I know yesterday was kind of like the first half a day. I wasn't like bawling in my room all day, and I actually got up, we went out, and we got ice cream, you know, and tried to just kind of
chill,
be positive through this whole process. And I know I'm not the only one who's lost their job, and people are like, Kayla, it's happened all over the world, but that's not, for me, it wasn't because of COVID. You know, this was something the company decided to do, and I mean, I feel like it was just kind of stupid. But with that being said, I thought maybe in the midst of my boredom of getting through all these clothes, y'all can just join me. Maybe watch, maybe make a laugh, enjoy. Spider Miles over here. But yeah, I have a shit ton of stuff to go through. What'd you say, Vash? Like, I have so much crap to go. And, you know, even with one of the other people I met, her name's Shayna, I always told her, like, after a year, I never really fully unpacked because something always happens. And then our property got sold. They kept me. And then here we are a month later, them running the place, and they laid me off. And it was so crazy because I started thinking, all right, well, now we can get settled somewhere. We can put down some roots. And that was not the case. So now we are moving again.
Exactly.
I'm so not up for this. But
Well, shouldn't you still be happy to see your family?
yes, I'm very happy that we're gonna be around friends, be around family. I know, like, it's fashion is very weird to have that hat, like, and it usually comes at like the most inconvenient time, it seems like, to where, you know, you're thinking, all right, things are gonna be good, you can start doing stuff, and then all of a sudden it's boom, 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 one thing after another. Like, I really thought this was it. I had made it to be property manager. I've been doing it for a year. We got this new company, you know, it's only been a month, and then now you got the COVID thing going on. It's gonna make things a little bit harder, but you know, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna keep pumping, and you know, one day I'm gonna make it to corporate and just keep moving. And that just was not, I guess, the plan. Well, my plan it was, but then for anybody that's a Christian, I always had my Nana tell me, if you ever want to hear God laugh, tell him your plan for your life. And I think I just hit the punchline. So as you can see, this is the result of what no school is like. I get to live with Spider Miles
Exactly.
24/7. Him and the dog, well, dogs, because
Welcome.
you know, doing better, making more income, and I always wanted a second dog, and we were doing great, and then doing everything good, was doing awesome, and I got another dog. So now here I am, been laid off from my job. I have to now pack up and move, and I have a second dog, one kid, 2-bedroom place to try to pack up and move, but Vash's gonna give him a 2-piece and a biscuit. But you know, it's hard. It is super huge gut punch to have everything you've worked for the past 6 years just come like crumbling down in your face in a blip of a moment when you didn't even see it coming. But with everything, we're gonna be packing up, hopefully.
Cleaning room.
Yes, especially your room. Sure is way worse than mine. We're gonna be packing up. I'm gonna be in North Carolina all of April, and hopefully by May 2nd or 3rd, we'll then be on the drive back to the upstate of South Carolina.
Wouldn't I already be 8 at that time?
Yes, you will be 8 by then, because your birthday is next month. Yup. So this is quite a fucking game changer for me.
First time.
And and for y'all that like know me from like school and haven't seen me in about 10 years from high school, my mouth is really bad. I do like drop some curse words now and again through frustration, so excuse me. But I don't know, like, this is gonna be quite a process to deal with, and y'all are probably gonna be on the road for this, because for some reason I thought about just documenting the whole thing, and I think it'll just maybe help me to process it better and keep me from getting down in the dumps and getting depressed and not getting anything done. Because I will say, like, this is the first full day I think like I haven't cried about losing my job, and I've actually been up and about today. And I got a little bit of stuff done, and now we're in this closet of mine that I destroyed on Tuesday. As I tried to go through it, and I got frustrated, and the day of Wednesday started going back through my head, and I like broke down, and I was like ripping stuff off of the hangers. I like threw crap all over the floor, and like I had to like stop myself, and yeah. But it was kind of like, it's just so, it's so weird. Because like I thought, like I'll be 30 this year. I was really on a good track career-wise, and I thought I had already hit my rock bottom like 7 years ago. And maybe this just isn't a rock bottom. This is just kind of like a step down to knock me and get me on whatever the track I'm supposed to be on. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen from here. It's very awkward. It's very strange. It's almost like, you know, yes, I'm a mom, but career-wise, these two, these three. But you know, I was telling people that I've told before that when it happened, that, you know, I broke down and I really felt like I lost my purpose. I don't know, you know, doing something or working on a career for 6 years. It's okay, Ricardo. But like doing a career for 6 years, you kind of, if you go and then all of a sudden you're laid off, it was kind of like, I don't know who I am if I'm not in property management, like career-wise, adult-wise. I don't know, because
Kid fun.
yeah, kid fun. It's strange because I've been doing this for 6 years. Like, I don't know what else to go do. Like, I really don't. And it's very awkward because it was the same routine every day. You get up, you get your kid ready for school. Now there's no school. And from there, it's like you get up, you go to work.
Just for 2 weeks it changed.
Well, yeah, it changed. You get up, you go to work, you're in your office with your team, you're working, you're moving people in, you're doing follow-ups, and now all of a sudden it went from doing that to where I'm at home all day. I don't have work stress, but at the same time, I don't have a job. And it's like, what do I do with myself? I haven't had this kind of open space of time since I started in the business of property management. I know they love having me home all day, every day. I think, do you?
I do.
And, you know, having, you know, being any kind of a single mom and trying to build a career, it does take away a good bit from your family. And,
So one is like,
Something's too hard for that thing.
yeah, it's hard because we didn't get to spend a lot of time together
But
because I was always working. Hey, Shayna. Yeah, please look at your nephew.
yellow.
Okay, this is what no school does. This has been all day.
Dog.
And the other dog. So, you know, being single mom, building career, you don't get much time. So then it takes away from that, but then you're also trying to build this career. So then hopefully when they're older, income-wise, you'll be able to, you know, be able to do that, do more trips, do more fun things, make more time. And then now I've hit this brick wall and it's crazy. Yeah, Morgan, like, and it is crazy, isn't it? And it's so weird. Shayna, that's my second dog. The one that I told you about. That got.
The skinny dog.
Yeah. And that's what I said earlier, like, I done got a new company, income was better, you know, we were about to get this adult girl savings account going on, doing good things, and saving the world, as Miles, the Spider-Man, says.
Right there.
And so, you know, level income-wise, doing good things the past month. I wanted a second dog, could afford it now and not have to worry about it, and now...
First second dog.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna go there. But now it's like, what? Shit. What do I do now? But yes. Oh, very wise words, Padawan. He said move on, which we're gonna do. Back to South Carolina.
Forget the bad things.
Yes, forget the bad things. Help them to make us stronger. Yes, and remember the good things. I taught you well. I thought about going back to Charleston, getting back into culinary management. Because I know right now with the pandemic going on, being in property management is probably gonna... It's about to be in a whirlwind of craziness with residents losing their jobs left and right. People not being able to pay after they use all their savings up. I mean, it's going to be crazy. But I've decided to go back to the upstate instead of going back to Charleston.
Because we want to see our family.
Yes. And that's as far as I've fucking gotten. Because now I'm trying to debate if I want to continue that career path in property management and basically have to take a step back and maybe step down and go to be assistant property manager again. Or do I want to pursue the career of being in administrative work? Or do I want to go back into culinary management?
If this were successful, how much?
Yeah, like, and then if I go back into the property management field, I gotta be ready for the shitstorm that's gonna come after. Yeah, so to speak. It's like when everything is really, really bad all at once, but you have to power through it type deal.
So you just like slap it.
Yeah, you just slap it and make it better. And that's how you want to put it, Noah. But because now with property management, like Shayna, we worked in property management. We worked in property management together. And
I'm just gaming.
now you could get, this time of year is always busy. Your doors are barely closed. But now with the COVID going on, you're barely getting calls. You're barely getting people wanting to move in. The movers that you had are not calling saying they've lost their jobs, they can't move in, or they're afraid to go ahead and move because they don't know if their job is secure. It is going to be such a mayhem.
Go to the next level.
And well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what our next level is. Honestly,
You already did one of the missions, move on.
well, yeah, that's one of our missions is to move on. We got that plan going.
Second one, slap.
Slap the badness, yes. And then the third one is to find out what career path I want to go down again.
Fourth one is to forget the bad things and the good things.
I don't know what to do. Only 2 things I've ever really done. Well, I guess 3, if you count administrative. This child of mine has been culinary management, and I did that for years until he came into the world, between going to college for it and everything else. After him is when I got into administrative work, and then got into leasing, and then stayed with property management for 6 years until now, due to unforeseen circumstances. So I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what career path to take. I don't know where to go from here work-wise. And it's like a bit of me at this point is kind of like, you gotta do what you gotta do, get whatever job you can get first. But then it's also like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna relocate all the way back to upstate of South Carolina, I want to get into a career or get into a career path where I can start working and do what I did before, work myself up the ladder. But I don't know.
But if you fall down the ladder, something bad happens.
I don't know which one to pursue. What do y'all think? I thought about going to work with animals.
I will not work with animals.
Why not?
You know, they could break out. They could
What?
break. They could break. They could tear up.
Yes, Shayna, be your personal chef and come feed you. Make sure you got lunch and dinner every day.
Wait, defend yourself. Defend yourself.
So I have been researching jobs in the upstate. There's like many office jobs. There's a ton of property management jobs from the new complexes, from the lease ups they're needing. And thanks, Ron. And there were a few jobs for like a pet spa thing, which sounded really interesting for the time being. So like, I think in the past what is today? Is today Saturday? Look, I'm losing track of time. No job. You don't have a real track of time. I think today's Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
And I have put in, so today's Saturday. Wednesday, I didn't do anything. I was a complete wreck. Thursday was a half meltdown day. And I put in like 10 applications with my resume attached to it. Friday was a half meltdown day. And I did the same thing. So I have about maybe 20 applications and places I've applied for to try to get a job in the upstate, just anywhere. Hey, Alicia. Remember Alicia? Eli's mom. They came to the house for your birthday. Her and Lauren. And then Eli.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the girl who came to Jamal?
No.
No.
Anyways.
Why are you laughing?
Because she has been at every birthday celebration of yours. Well, you were like super little, so maybe you just don't remember that.
Well, I became stronger as soon as I grew up.
Yeah.
Growing.
Okay. I'll tell that to your young brain. But anywho, so there's like in the past 2 days I've nobody. So it's like I did 20 applications with my resume attached, and I think I'm just not used to not getting callbacks for jobs, and this is so terrifying to know that not only has my career kind of come to a halt and semi-ended maybe for the meantime, but to not know if I'm going to find a job in enough time. Because we don't know how this COVID thing is going to turn out. And we're kind of just going as it goes, I guess. So I think right now, like, I've applied for any office job I saw. I applied for any administrative job I saw. I mean, heck, I even applied to like a senior center just to see if I would get a call back for the job and kind of explain my situation that, you know, I just got laid off. I'm trying to find a job. I'm relocating there. You know, what are the steps of trying to get all this done? And it's just so strange because I have not had to job hunt in so long. Like, I even had my leasing agent, Mandy, like, revamp my resume because it was so old and it sucked. And she made it look really good, by the way, because there's no way I would have been able to do that. But,
it's weird.
I have no idea what's going to happen in the next month and a half. It was not something that was planned, of course. No one plans getting laid off, but it's not something you see coming. And once it happens, it's kind of like you don't know how to fucking tackle it. And
Believe in yourself.
okay, I'm proud of my mom, and I'm really feeling like I'm raising you right now. But yes, believe in yourself. And moving on from this, it just sucks because I had like gotten at the top of my, like almost at the top of my career highlight, and
You should still be happy to see
you know, yeah, I am. And you know, my next step from here was gonna be like, yo, we're gonna work hard to be a property manager and go to corporate. And then it just kind of, things changed, I guess you can say. So I don't know what to do from here, other than the game plan of packing our shit up and moving back to the upstate of SC.
On the street still to this day, I see there is furniture outside, and a neighbor.
Like, I really don't want to have to work at Waffle House again. Vashni's been with me through that experience. I mean, like, Lord, I even thought about, like, going to work at CVS, you know, through my sister's, some of her connections, because she was, like, CVS queen. I've thought about just dog walking, or once I got there, you know. Shayna. Not CVS, don't do it. Fitness? Okay, first of all, triggered. Mommy is not in the physical shape to be anybody's fitness trainer.
No, walk the dogs.
Okay, oh, that's what you mean.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, so I thought, like, once we got there, Greenville, good section, a lot of money, maybe being a dog walker until I find something, being somebody's babysitter until I find something. I love kids.
That's why.
And that way, at least, you know, I got some income coming in. And like he said, fitness. So the dog walking would help with fitness, taking care of someone's babies or anything like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of like at a standstill on what to do with my
Next
life.
level of believe in yourself.
Yes, wise one.
Oh my God.
Other than that, man, that's pretty much it. I will say it's very odd because this may be the first time in like 6 years that I haven't been stressed about work that's kept me up at night. I haven't been like anxiety off and on a lot. Like I don't have that that pressure that comes with the role of being an assistant property manager or a property manager or leasing agent. For the first time, I don't have that pressure on me, and oddly, it's kind of like a relief in a way. I hate to say that. It's like kind of a relief, but at the same time, it's still sad because I kind of miss what I do. But then still kind of relieved at the same time because I'm probably not going to be in the craziness that's about to hit property management. Yes, and Shayna, I've seen it to where some other properties are dealing with now. The residents have put out like statements to one another to not pay your rent this month, you know, stand together. They can't evict everybody if we stand together. I mean, it's about to get real bad. And a lot of management companies are like, well, you got to get those leases. You got to get your leases because that's the only way they make income is having those people come in. And your rent is pretty much a way of how they still have to pay their mortgage. They still have to pay their bills. Still got to keep the lights on. They still have to keep these places open and running for their residents to be able to have a place to stay. And you can't do that if you don't have anyone living there. So you know, now I've seen where there are on the group apartment property management maintenance support group is a very fun group. I've seen it where at least 3 of those places have posted where their residents have posted letters to everyone of how to band together and not pay their rent to avoid being evicted after losing their job. But I can't even imagine having that happen and then having to deal with that, and then having, you know, of course, corporate are now putting the pressure on you to put the pressure on the residents to pay the rent. And then I think a lot of people fail to see that basically some of these companies aren't so cutthroat. Some to where if you show proof that you were laid off or if your hours were cut back, they'll work with you. And then you have some people who are just like, you know, I'm sorry, you lost your job. Rent's still due. They still have to pay their mortgage. It just is what it is. And you kind of have to be an adult and deal with it at the same time. But who knows? I don't know.
Who cares what the sad stuff?
Yes. No more sad stuff. Good days from here on out.
Focus on believing in yourself.
Focus on believing in myself.
What is your myself?
I don't know. This moving is gonna freaking suck. Because I actually have furniture now. Last time I moved, when I moved from the upstate to here, I did it all less than 2 weeks. So this time I have a month. So maybe I can do it within a month. Well, of course I can. But yeah, it's gonna hit the fan real bad, honestly, Shayna. Like super bad.
Hit the road as soon as you move.
What? Not what we're talking about. But what was I even saying? I don't remember.
Because you, I don't know.
Oh, so the moving process sucks.
Make progress.
Trying to move by May. So I have to I have to find movers to try to help, find a storage unit to put all our stuff in, and then I will be transporting me and the dogs and all of our essential things in my little Jeep all the way back to the upstate of South Carolina. This is a fucking process. I'm telling y'all right now. I did make a post before because for some reason I thought like maybe if I just kind of, I don't know, videotaped it, talked about it, and got it out there, it would help me process it a lot better instead of, you know, talking a little bit about it, holding it in, and then having off and on breakdowns. And I can't afford to do that right now because I have to keep going because we, you know, clocks are ticking. Only plus side is, you know, free time. Maybe once I'm actually there and settled in, I can make a few trips to Charleston, go hang out, see what's down there. Spend more time with people, family that I haven't been able to do in years. And just kind of go from there. I don't know. I mean, what are y'all up to? What are y'all doing today on this Saturday? Do y'all have any concerns with the
Doing something fun?
current situation of our nation right now?
Doing something fun.
Really? Like, look at him.
What?
This is what happens when you buy Spider-Man gear.
Basically, you save the world.
Save the world? Is that what it is? Is that your mission?
That's my mission right now.
That's your mission right now? What's your mission for tomorrow?
Tomorrow is basically
Huh? Don't even know, do you? Didn't know.
because I didn't get to tomorrow yet.
Because you didn't get to tomorrow yet?
I didn't, so how am I supposed
Well,
to?
of course not. I mean, you're not planning for tomorrow, you're just going with the flow?
The bad guys,
The bad guys?
I have to beat them up.
I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
far worse than.
I mean, no, but really, like, how do y'all feel about what's going on? What's happening right now? Are you guys being affected by this? Are you worried about being affected by what's going on? We love you too.
Who?
You're gonna have to come visit now.
Who?
A different state, Shayna.
Oh, her.
Yeah, her. Miss Shayna.
Me.
I mean, what are y'all's thoughts? Talk, chit chat. I ain't got nothing else to do,
Chatty chat,
obviously. But to sit here and do this with y'all as I go through these clothes.
I'll be sitting in the back row.
Yes, Jeffrey has said
It is very boring.
stuff that is
It's boring, but you got to focus.
Like when you go from having something to do every single day to not having anything to do, like
star. I want to reiterate that
it's super boring. There's nothing else to do around here.
This
That's
is
for,
the
like-
only dog that chills in the house.
Okay.
I think it's important for him.
So there is a video that
Feel free to talk, y'all. Like,
little crazy.
you don't have to be quiet.
Because you can't even hear you, just chit-chatting in the pool.
Well, that's why you have the little feed thingy where people talk. And you answer back. I've never done this before.
This is our first time.
Yes, it is. This is our first time.
Back in the day,
Very first time.
and she did a character where she would act
Um,
said back then with a crazy accent.
I don't know. Let's chit chat. Let's conversate. What's going on in y'all's lives today?
She did voiceovers.
Today's Saturday.
She could sound like an 80
I think.
grandma.
Yes.
She could also
Today's
sound like a
Saturday.
child. It was crazy the voice techniques that he could.
What do y'all have going on? Oh. Did I get a battery? Oh.
Which obviously, you know, is the time back then. So one day we did a video together.
I'm angry as hell. I'm not gonna beat your motherfucking head. Well, why don't you come over here?
Me, as of right now,
But we're having a fake conversation.
trash bag life and having to go through all these clothes.
We take them dumb.
It's so...
You're not even doing it.
We're pretending to be on the phone together.
So how does it suck for you when you're not? I mean,
It's the same. It's the same thing for me.
yeah. Oh well, yeah. Once we get to your room, which is a super mess,
Yes, you did. Don't deny that crap. Well, maybe she wasn't wearing the wrong
super
foundation.
super
Oh, that
mess.
crap.
I just flashed no battery acid. I wanted to lighten her skin tone, girl.
Okay.
Throw battery acid to
To lighten your skin.
got it.
We're saying this as the
Keep-
sixth stupid skit we filmed.
I know.
And now, 13 years
That's
later,
just
and
my
it's walking
spiel
to
for
Jeffrey's
today.
college.
Shield.
They
Um,
got skin tone, and he's
Captain
like,
Rob
I
Shield.
don't know. I mean, I guess stay tuned for the madness to come. I guess you could say, because this is probably gonna get
Further ado.
very weird, very fast.
So the same
And then once I get to the upstate,
13 now, it's
y'all are gonna start seeing
19 here on
Ricky again.
Miami on
Do they even know him?
there is a
Yes.
bunch of chicks screaming.
Well, anybody that knows me knows who my best friend, male. Well, let me clarify, male best friend
And
is
his child.
that lives in the upstate.
And his child.
Probably end up doing a bunch more of these with him on it.
Because I feel like if
With
you
this
try to defend
Because
something like racism,
why
you're
not?
saying something really
I mean that's
just
pretty much
doesn't
it.
ever work out. But if you go and find footage, the people
I think that's all I have to say for today. What about you? Anything
what I
else?
said was racist, but I wasn't
Wanna say
saying
some
it
nice
to
things
a person
to the
of
people?
color.
No?
I was saying a word.
Have a nice day.
I mean, other than that, y'all, like, that's what's been going on with me. That's why I've been kind of way more,
So instead of laughing at
I don't know, crazier than usual.
Wait, why are you calling yourself crazy?
But
a large number of people
it's
that
figure
said had
speech.
used depression or certain
But
such a dark place, and I was lashed out at people.
you know, I mean,
President of the United
just let me know what's up, what's happening with you guys. How do you feel about what's going on?
Sad.
Just let me know.
Sad.
You call me bitch.
Let's talk about it. Because I have nothing else to do. So let's do this. Other than that, I mean,
Always on the defense. It was like an armor.
gotta go through this stuff
Gotta do this all.
and that mayhem back there. pray for me because I have no hope.